Well, we are now going to be taking a look at the 2021-22 AJHL season as the AJHL just released their calendar for the next year of hockey operations. Joining me today to break this down is Nigel Dube. Nigel, thanks for taking this time. Now, just starting things off here, Nigel, a couple dates that jumped off the page to me, starting things off, was August 27th. That is when the exhibition season will start. Now, Nigel, hopefully it doesn't go quite as long as what we saw last year, but, seeing that date, are the guys getting excited, and are you excited for this?
Well, I think it's exciting on the fact that, it's something to look forward to now with when things are going to kick off. And, for our guys here, obviously it's been a long time and we're just looking forward to that and the process it's going to take to get there. And then to get back and playing games is going to be huge. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think a lot of our guys, if not all of them, have it circled on their calendar.
And Nigel, just a couple weeks after that, September 17th is when the regular season opening night is. Last season, only 2 regular season games. So I think it's safe to say, the guys and yourself are getting excited to play a few more than that this upcoming year.
Well, I think there too is we're looking at the September start date. I think that's a big thing, looking around at different leagues and what they were looking at and whatnot. I think that midpoint of September is huge for us to get going, back to what would be called normal, right? And then all those things in there. But, we'll go through the process that we have every other year except for last, and that'll get us there and kick things off. And, I think there's going to be more emotion and energy poured into this season than any other season. So it's going to be, again, pretty cliche from the last one, but something to look forward to. And I think it's going to be here before we know it. It's going to happen pretty quick.
And now looking at more of a hockey operations general manager side of things here, Nigel, January 10th, the CJHL trade deadline there, obviously lots of weeks and months heading up to that point, but just in that time span before that date there, what's your thought process like going in?
This year, there's going to be a lot. I think there's going to be, out of that first month, there's going to be, some teams that maybe jump out to an early start and some teams that maybe struggle out of the gates. And then, you look at that 8 weeks in, couple months in, those roles could really, really reverse just on depending on what guys are coming in, what's the experience of hockey, the age. We're looking at some kids that, only played 3 or 4 games last year as a whole. And, it's some from a recruiting standpoint, not only our team, but other teams across our league or Western Canada is, some provinces didn't have any game play at all. So, I think there's maybe a little more activity this year than seen before at that January 10th, but, it's going to be a unique few months to get things going and get things back to playing games a lot.
And obviously, all of this is leading up to the big moment. March 4th is when the playoffs will begin there. February 27th is when the regular season ends. Now, Nigel, again, this is pretty far away, and it's pretty hard to say, at the beginning of the year, this is one thing that we have to do to be successful. But, going into this season, what do you have to do to make it to the playoffs?
You got to be ready to go out of the gate. And then we talk about being competitive. I think that's a big thing, competitive every night and making sure that, we're going in to win hockey games and doing the right things. And, we talked about the core group of guys that we had before coming back, the leadership that's coming back here. The expectations going to be put on them to prepare every day, to make the most of every day, every game. And I think that leads up to that March 4th date that you speak of. And, you got to do the right things, and there's going to be off days, and there's going to be on days. But we definitely have to be, ready to go and be ready to go every night. And we talk about changing things here in the border city. And this is a year we look to change that.
And finally, Nigel, anything else that really jumped off the page in your mind that we missed here?
There's going to be an AJHL Showcase this July for up and coming junior hockey players. So it's going to be the first one in quite a while here, and be an opportunity for us to get out and showcase our organization to those that were selected for that camp, and an opportunity for our league to showcase itself across Alberta too as well. And I think that'll be a nice camp this year.
And that one will be taking place from July 23rd till the 25th. Nigel, thank you very much for taking this time and joining me. It should be an exciting, next couple months leading up to that August 27th start date.